I will be doing a quick tank review for the American Tier 5 Premium Medium Tank, the Ram 2. This vehicle, it is okay for its tier. It is just average. It is not that great, nor bad. If you play toward the vehicle's strengths and weaknesses, it can be quite a good medium tank to use. This vehicle have normal matchmaking for a tier 5 vehicle still, while you can use it to make extra credits and train any of your American medium crew members. You can train a commander, gunner, driver, radio operator, and a loader. Besides that, the stats themselves they're not that great. Let's get into the vehicle stats now. Let's cover the firepower. You're going to be using a 6-pounder gun, which is good for its TL. You have a very good rate of fire with the loading time to match. The pen of the gun is good for its TL, so you can pen most targets easily enough if you know where to shoot at it with regular AP or a PCR for the heavily armored targets that you will be coming across, with the aiming time to match, which can be decreased even more with a good crew and a equipment setup. Unfortunately, the drawback to this gun is the accuracy of it and the damage output per a round, which is low. If you want to do a lot of damage in a match with this gun, you have to fire a lot of rounds into the enemy tanks. Besides that, the turret traverse is good. It is about 40 for the turret traverse degree, with a good gun depression downward 7, so you can hill fight with this if you have to, with a good gun elevation upward of 20. Now, the survivability of the vehicle, it is not that great nor bad. Just like the other vehicles in the game, if you have an accurate enough gun with the pen to match, you can easily damage the crew members and the modules in this tank if you know where to shoot at it with the ammo type. Hit points 610 hit points. You can take a few hits before you are killed. The armor, it is okay in the front once you added in the angling to it. The armor in the front, if you angle it well enough, you can ricochet a few rounds. Besides that, everything can penetrate you easily enough because you have a good amount of weak spots in the front. It would be the lower plate heel, the machine gun nest heel, driver's port, and then the gun mantlet heel. It is flat for the most part, so it can be penned easily enough. Side, you have two weak spots. The side entrance and then the side vision port here. And if you have the height advantage, the caplet here can be penned easily enough. Armor in the front, it is 76, plus the angling added on top of it as well. That can be penned easily enough with the side and rear armor. Hull side, it is 63. Turret, 76. If you angle the side armor well enough, you can ricochet a few rounds if you want to, in theory. Rear armor for the hull, it is 38. Turret, 51. This vehicle armor, it is not that great, so expect everything to penetrate you. This vehicle weighs 21 tons, which means you will have a decent horsepower to ton ratio with the 440 horsepower engine. Watch out for the engine fire though at 20% with the 16.25 horsepower to 1 ton ratio. You are mobile enough so you can get from location A to B quickly enough if you have to. You can easily reach the 38-kilometer mark when you're going in a straight line on flat terrain or going downhill only. Reverse speed it is good at 14, which can be obtained easily enough if you're going backwards in a straight line on flat terrain. The hull and the turret traverse, they are both good at 39 degrees. Concealment, it is not that great nor bad for a medium tank. If you add in using a camouflage net, camouflage paint, the camouflage perk, you can remain hidden for a decent amount of time until you are lit up to the enemy team. The spotting of the tank, this well it can get to be pretty good if you have a good crew in it. Base view range it is 330, which can be increased even more if you are using binocular telescope or coated optics. Base radio signal range it is underneath 600 meters. With the stats covered, there is nothing to research as this is a premium tank. Now, I will be covering the consumables, the ammunition layout, the equipment, and how are you going to be playing the RAM 2. Let's begin off with the consumables. Consumables, if you're going to be using any, I would go with a first aid kit, a repair kit, and a manual fire extinguisher. This vehicle carried a lot of ammo, 92 rounds, so in theory, you will never run out of ammo in a match with 92 rounds. The majority of the ammo you are going to be using it is AP. AP can pen most targets easily enough if you know where to shoot at it with. APCR, it's a good idea to use it when you're going up against heavily armored targets that you have a problem penetrating, mainly tier 5 up to tier 7 heavily armored heavy tanks or TDs. APCR will cost you 6 gold or 2,400 credits. It's always a good idea to have at least a few amount of APCR rounds ready in case if you have to pen those heavily armored vehicles. The equipment that you are going to be using in the RAM 2, it is up to your personal play style and preference. To decrease the aim time, go with the enhanced gun lane drive. To increase the view range, go with either of the view range enhancements, coated optics or the binocular telescope. Binocular telescope is more suitable to being a passive scout while being a bit of a sniper as well. The medium caliber tank gun rammer to decrease what is already a good loading time. Vents to improve the tank and the crew performance. Camouflage net, it's up to you if you want to use this or not. Besides that, the rest of the equipment here, it is not useful at all on this vehicle. This vehicle, as it is a tier 5 vehicle, you will have normal matchmaking between tier 5 up to tier 7 maximum. The way how you are going to be playing the RAM 2 is, as a medium tank, you're quite versatile in a lot of roles if you know what you are doing. You can be a frontline medium tank if you have to, a support medium, a flanking medium. With the gun accuracy, you can be somewhat of a accurate medium to a short distance sniper if you have to, while being a passive scout as well. When you have the binocular telescope activated when you have the height advantage, or use whatever terrain around you to remain hidden to light up the enemy tanks around you. Beside that, the Ram 2 is a versatile tank, which you can switch the equipment around when that need be to suit your personal playstyle for this tank. I have one replay to show you how well you can do in the Ram 2. Let's go to that replay now. This replay, I will show you how well you can do in the Ram 2 when you are playing towards the vehicle's strengths and weaknesses. Let me speed the replay up a bit. First thing first, I am heading to the city here. I have some people behind me to assist me in the city here. Being first in the city, I am checking for targets that I can shoot at. I see nothing so far. I'm using my decent horsepower to ton ratio to my advantage here to light targets up by getting to the alleyways and where I can light targets up. This is where the first enemy in this part of the city come into view of me. The OI there, I shot it with APCR. Regular AP could have had pennant easily enough from the front there. Using regular AP at this point would have been a good idea, but at the time I forgot to switch over to AP. The Skoda there, I got a shot onto it. Here I use my rate of fire on the PD4. The third shot will get the vehicle onto low health, and then the fourth, down to what would be a one shot by anything. This PD1C distracted me long enough for a ally to finish the PD4 off. I eventually switch back to AP, seeing I am wasting APCR when I should not have, being top tier. Now I am being careful, as I can be killed by the Skoda or by the object. Something hit me there. I wait for one of the vehicles to pop out. The Skoda here. It hit me and I hit it. With the OI experimental dealt with, I am requesting help with finishing this Skoda off. Now I am a one shot to anything. With the M8 A1 there, finish off by the KV. The Skoda there, if the KV1S does not finish it off for me, I will finish it off with it being on low health. Now, the majority of the enemy team, it is at our base area, with the artillery pieces being elsewhere. So, I am beginning to head back to base to support my team. With the first aid kit being used up to this point to restore the gunner, I am sniping at this range. This is where I am going to be killed by the French artillery piece, the Lef 18 Beetle. This replay for being top tier while getting 1 kill, I did okay in. I got myself 1000 damage done, which is pretty good. Let's go to the garage now to do a brief recap on the tank itself. Let's do a brief recap. The Ram 2 itself, it is just average. It is not that great nor bad when I compare it to the other medium tanks at its tier. This vehicle, it's a good crew trainer, so you can put the majority of the American medium crew into this tank without a issue. Except for certain medium tanks that have 6 people in it, then you will be training 5, not 6 people in this vehicle. It's a decent money maker at this tier. Unfortunately, the tank, it is no longer in the shop, so you will have a problem obtaining one. Besides that, the Ram 2, it is a versatile medium, so you can do quite well in this vehicle. When you choose to specialize in one of the many roles that the Ram 2 have to offer you, the Ram 2, if you play toward the vehicle's strengths and weaknesses, you can do quite well in this vehicle. If you like this video, leave a like, a comment, and even follow my channel as well. Good luck on the battlefield, everyone!